Alright, hello everyone. Here we are back for another Golf Clash tutorial here. I would probably, recommend setting your bag up with a little bit more distance. I'm going to stick with the sniper here. And I do kind of put a premium on this hole for the side spin. So these new Kingmaker X's, especially with the little bit of extra range that you may or may not need for that second shot, I'm not going to use it today, but, it's just something to be thinking about. You might want to. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go kind of an extra 20%. Yeah, that sounds about good. So I'm going to play this relatively aggressive within 2 rings or so of this edge. I'm going to use all my top spin, but I don't recommend going beyond this. So whatever you have for a POC 3, a POC 4, a POC 5 top spin wise, I don't recommend going above this. And here you can see this calls for about 7.6. So we're going to go right about there. I might just come off just slightly just to kind of focus on a little bit more precision. And there you can see that I'm able to get my perfect ball. Plus also, I don't want it to run through over to this left-hand side. So, that's another reason that I'm not kind of full powering that and, potentially putting that in the rough or bunker there. They did a really nice job with this, making that, extremely tight and kind of a risk reward, the farther that you end up trying to get it. And you can't really, from this third tee deck, you can't really try to curl it too much into that right-hand side fairway where it kind of stretches, because the second bounce will run into the rough if you try to get too aggressive with it. In fact, there you can actually see my opponent with all that curl, and you can see that it actually bounced over into that rough. So it's actually a shorter drive than me. But as I was mentioning, here you'll see, power-wise, we have enough range. So I could probably back down to a Kingmaker, to be honest with you. The only thing that's going to do is it's going to make my tee shot a little bit harder. So what I'm going to do is maybe around 1 backspin. I'm going to play relatively close to my max number here. I am going to just wing it just a little bit, because I feel kind of time crunched a little bit. So I'm going to go 13 rings, and we'll just kind of calculate this afterwards. 13-ish rings with quite a bit of curl. And there you can see perfect ball. Let's just see how this comes in. Looks like too much curl. So I wanted to at least get it over there towards the hole, and you can see that I did. Next time I might use maybe just a little bit less curl and maybe just a fraction, 1.5 on the backspin maybe. I have not played very much tour play at all. So where was I? I was just 12.3, was it? I think it was 12.3 on my wind. So I just want to set this up for you guys so you can kind of see what I was up against there. I do think that this is more or less kind of the adjustment somewhere in here, with more or less what I did, kind of a +10, because I do feel like I'm kind of shooting down to a lower target. So that's why I kind of added on that adjustment. And of course, using my slider, you can see I was up towards max club a bit, maybe, 13.5 rings. That's going to be more or less what you're looking at for an adjustment. And you'll just have to kind of perfect that curl a little bit. So, setting that and being able to see that, is my opponent going to make that? I can't tell. I'll just put this in. See if I can't pick up a win here. So this was actually a recording, so I was anticipating my opponent was going to make eagle here, but might not. Usually when you play recordings, both guys would have had to have birdied for this guy to birdie. So that's pretty unusual to see. 2 guys birdied this hole. Maybe one guy got aggressive and actually went in the bunker. His opponent maybe. because you could see how close I was. So you can see it's a very possible option that could happen. So, you know, good luck with that 6th hole. I'm going to put some revisions up for you guys, and I'll just start to, you know, gently curl back a little bit less. But I just, you know, needed a baseline starting point to kind of figure out, you know, the way that I want to go about doing that. So good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Look, and be looking for revisions as well.